Can you give us some idea? I mean, the cases of cholera, very alarming, jumping from 5 to 138 in just a matter of days. What do you know about how they're dealing with those cases?
Good morning, and good morning to viewers. It's very concerning that we've had such a rapid number of cases increase, and as the Red Cross family, we are doing our part to help to make sure that as many people as possible can have access to clean water and sanitation that can help to prevent cholera. So with our sister organizations, such as the International Federation of the Red Cross and National Red Cross Societies, we are stepping up our response, and we're happy that the Mozambican authorities are working with partners as well to rapidly confirm the cases and take clear steps to make sure that as many people can survive what is actually a very preventable type of problem if the rapid steps are taken. Yeah.
To your knowledge, Tenda, I mean, do the doctors, do the other teams on the ground, they have enough to actually deal with an outbreak, to deal with the numbers if they do increase, if they go up from 138?
Well, from what we've seen and heard from other partners who are working on the ground, they're very active steps to take to bring in a major response to prevent and vaccinate people who are affected by cholera. So I think that will all start to kick in starting today or in the next couple of days. And we're happy that response is there, because that's what's really needed to be able to reach out to as many people as possible, educate them about the basic steps they can take in terms of preventing the spread of cholera, and then also vaccination is a key help.
All right. So the cholera issue is top of that list of so the main priorities at the moment, Tendai. But the International Red Cross, you're focusing a lot on areas that have been cut off from the central parts. You're focusing on the rural areas. What are you seeing there?
Well, for us, from the beginning, our main focus was to try and get to remote communities where the International Committee of the Red Cross had been working in central Mozambique before the cyclone came. So when we tried to get there, obviously we had challenges in terms of roads, bridges. Some of those are gradually being repaired, and our teams are going by vehicle in quite difficult conditions to be able to reach them, assess their needs rapidly, and we started response. So I'm happy to say that yesterday in a town called Dombe, which is in Susudenga district in Manica, southern Manica province, we were able to start distributing essential household kits, so the basic things that you need in a home, plus tarpaulins and blankets to communities. And we're working to complement the roles of other partners on the ground. So others who are a bit more specialized in food and other areas of needs will be working to address the other needs as we go. So we are aiming to reach southern Manica province as well as southern Sofala province to start out with. Our teams are actively deployed on the ground in the field with sort of places where they are receiving equipment and material to distribute to communities from our logistics space in Chimoyo, and then from there they're doing distributions every day. So we're happy that we've been able to rapidly get out there and help communities to face this difficult reality in the aftermath of the cyclone.
And I would imagine that cholera is a bigger threat in these areas, Tendai, those areas that have been cut off.
I think the broader issue of waterborne disease is a challenge everywhere. But it's not just that; it's healthcare, access to healthcare, it's access to food and access to water. So I think cholera is one issue that we need to be concerned about, but we need to remember here that people's livelihoods were destroyed, literally, whether it's in Mozambique or whether it's in Zimbabwe or whether it's in Malawi. They lost everything. And cholera prevention is very, very important, but we're also in the middle of a potential planting season for a second round of crops later on, and people have lost their previous crops that they were aiming to harvest later in the coming months. So we have a very complex and growing sort of humanitarian sort of challenge, situation and problem that needs to be addressed holistically. Even if we're have a more urgent priority on one of these days. We need to look at the bigger long-term impact that the communities will have to face.
No, it was devastating indeed. Thank you very much, Tendai Sengwe. He's from the Red Cross, just giving us an idea of what is happening here in the aftermath of Cyclone Idai. We know cholera is the numbers are growing, and they are focusing their efforts on the outlying areas, which is very, very difficult at the moment.